Okay, welcome back to Shabaka's Book 4, Unit 6, Grammar Part 2. What you need to know. What is a regular verb and an irregular verb? What is a base verb? What is a consonant? And what is a vowel? Today we will study simple past review, regular simple past verbs and spelling rules, irregular simple past verbs, negative sentences, questions, time markers such as ago, last, in, on, at. All right, let's start out. I want you to take 2 minutes, go over this slide yourself, and then I will read it with you. All right, let's go over here. So regular past tense verbs are base verb plus ed. Regular past verbs end with ed. You can often just add ed to the base verb, but not always. We'll go over some rules. Yesterday, I, walk is the base verb, walked to school. On Thursday, we played games. Last year, I missed a test. 3 spelling rules to remember from making simple past verbs. 1. If the base verb ends in E, only add D, not ed. Close, closed. Live, lived. Receive, received. As you can see, it ended in E, so all we did was put D on each base word. Second rule, if the base verb ends in a consonant plus Y, change the Y to I plus ed. Study, all right, the Y. The letter before the Y is a consonant, so we're going to change the Y to I, add ed. Study, studied. Marry, married. Try, tried. If the letter before the Y is a vowel, just add ed. Play, played. Now, the big issue is going to be what are consonants, what are vowels? Remember, the vowels are the face, A-E-I-O-U. All right, so you're not going to remember all the consonants. You just need to know, is this a vowel? Nope. If it's not a vowel, must be a consonant. Y goes to I, add ed. Here, Y, what's before it? One of the vowels, A-E-I-O-U. Yes, we leave the Y, add ed. All right. Regular past verbs, base plus ed continue. This is our third rule. If the base verb ends with a consonant, vowel, consonant, we call it, usually say CVC. All right. You'll remember that part. Consonant, vowel, consonant, CVC. That's how you remember this rule. Double the last consonant and add ed. All right, so here we've got consonant, vowel, consonant. What are we doing? Doubling it, adding ed. Stop, stopped. Consonant, vowel, consonant. We're going to double the P, add ed. Nap, napped. Consonant, vowel, consonant. Double the P, add ed. Drop, dropped. All right. Make sure you go back in this video and review slides 4 and 5, all right, for the rules. This is going to be a key. Make sure you write these down for yourself. All right, next page. I want you to take a minute, go through the chart, and then we'll go over them together. All right, let's go over our slide. Some verbs don't follow the ed ending rules. These are irregular verbs. All right, some of the common irregular verbs. These are the ones that are most used. Right? Base verb be, you're not going to have a bead. All right, the simple past and what is was or were. Come, came. Do, did. Fall, fell. Go, went. Have, had. Hold, held. Get, got. Give, gave. Make, made. Meet, met. See, saw. Take, took. Win, won. All right, so these are some of the most common irregular verbs, and you just have to go over this chart and try to remember them. Now again, I want to give you 2 minutes. Go over this chart first, and then we'll talk about it together. All right, let's go over our slide. For making negative statements. To make a negative simple past sentence, use didn't plus the base verb. Subject plus didn't plus base verb. I didn't study yesterday. You didn't stop. We didn't go. They didn't have. He didn't eat. She didn't eat. Or didn't read. Sorry, she didn't read. If the verb is a be verb, use the negative past be verb, not didn't. So, I wasn't on time. You weren't happy. We weren't friends. They weren't lazy. He wasn't alone. She wasn't busy. All right, let's do some exercises. On this page, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. You're going to change the positive sentence to a negative sentence, and then we'll check the answers together. So you guys got 5 minutes. Go through here, change this positive sentence, and make it into a negative sentence. All right, let's check our sentences. So here's all our positive sentences. He went to school yesterday. They ate lunch at the cafeteria. My sister played basketball with her friends. I read a newspaper on the train. It rained last week. Now we need to change it all to some type of negative sentence. Okay, he went to school yesterday. Negative, he didn't go to school yesterday. They ate lunch at the cafeteria. They didn't eat lunch at the cafeteria. My sister played basketball with her friends. My sister didn't play basketball with her friends. I read a newspaper on the train. I didn't read a newspaper on the train. It rained last week. It didn't rain last week. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute here. Take a look at this and fix your answers if you made any mistakes. All right, let's move on to the next slide. Here I'm going to give you 2 minutes to read through, and then we'll go over the information together. So take 2 minutes, read the slide, and then we'll go over it together. All right, let's review the slide here. Questions in the simple past. Questions in the simple past are the same for regular and irregular verbs. Yes or no questions. Did plus subject plus the base verb. Yes, subject plus did. No, subject plus didn't. Okay, did Michael study grammar? Yes, he did. Did Zainab and Sarah go to the store? No, they didn't. Why do I have they here? Zainab and Sarah. Okay, good. Yes, no questions with be verbs. Past be plus subject plus the adjective or noun. Yes, subject plus past V No, subject plus negative past B. Was she happy? Yes, she was. Were they students? No, they weren't or were not. All right, next slide. Okay, again, take 2 minutes, go through this, and then we'll go over it together. All right, let's look at our WH questions in simple first. WH plus WH plus did plus subject plus the base verb. When did she go to Dubai? She went last year. Where did they eat dinner? They ate dinner at 7 o'clock. Now, what's wrong with this? Where? Where? Is this going to be a good answer? No. Why? What is this telling us? Not a where. This is telling us a when. Okay. Where did they eat dinner? They ate dinner at McDonald's. All right. For this answer, we would want to have a when. All right. Who did she study with? She studied with Fred. What did it cost to fly? It cost 1,000 reals. Why did the chicken cross the road? The chicken wanted to get to the other side. How did the business make money? The business made money by advertising. All right, let's take a look at our next page. All right, next we're going to go over time markers. And again, I want to give you 2 minutes to review this before I go over it with you. So take 2 minutes. Okay, let's go over what time markers are. We use time markers in simple past sentences to give more specific time information. They can go at the beginning or the end of a sentence. At the beginning, use a comma. At the end, no comma. Ago, number plus time word plus ago. 2 hours ago. Okay, number, time word, ago. 3 days ago. 4 weeks ago. 5 months ago. Some examples. I went to Dubai 2 weeks ago. All right, there's our number, our time word, which one we're using, weeks, and ago. Now, 2 weeks ago, comma, I went to Dubai. Number, time word, ago. Don't forget the comma because we started it. All right. Okay, our time marker came at the beginning of a sentence. Last, you can use this word in place of ago for one night, week, weekend, month, year, or season in the past. If it is more than one in the past, use ago. Okay? So you could say 1 week ago. Don't say last day, say yesterday. They watched a movie last night. Last night, comma, I watched a movie. Why the comma? The time marker is in the front. Okay, going to continue here. Take 1 minute, read over this before we talk about it. When we use in, something that happened during months, seasons, or years. In 2008, comma, I graduated. I graduated in 2008. Okay, again, don't forget, if the time marker is in the front, we must have the comma. On talks about days and specific dates. On June 25th, comma, I saw Star Wars. I saw Star Wars on June 25th. At goes with time. At 11 o'clock, comma, I ate lunch. I ate lunch at 11 o'clock. Just like other, excuse me, just like the other words, when we are, just like the main clause and independent clauses, when you use the time marker in the front, just like a dependent clause, it's going to get the comma. If it comes second, no comma. Okay, let's move on to our next slide. Okay. Now you have more irregular verbs. I want you to take a minute, look over the chart, and then we will read them together. All right, let's take a look at our irregular verbs. Base form and then the past tense form. Be, was or were. Become, became. Now students have issues with this one. These ones become a problem. They use them incorrectly a lot of times. So be careful with this one. Begin, began. Break, broke. Bring, brought. Buy, bought. Catch, caught. Choose, chose. Come, came. Cut, cut. Same form. Do, did. Draw, drew. Drive, drove. Drink, drank. All right, let's look at our next slide. Okay, and we've got some more here. I'll give you 2 minutes, go over your list, and then we'll go over them together. All right, let's continue. Base form, irregular. Eat, ate. Fall, fell. Feel, felt. Find, found. Forgot, forget, forgot. Get, got. Give, gave. Go, went. Grow, grew. Have, had. Hear, heard. Hide, hit. Hit, sorry, hide, hid. Hit, hit. Hold, held. Keep, kept. Lay, laid. Lead, led. Leave, left. Let, let. Lie, lay. And the last one. Lose, lost. Make, made. Meet, met. Okay, this is another one that students have trouble writing down which one. Okay, 2 E's the first time. After you've seen them already, it's 1 E, met. Pay, paid. Put, put. Read, Red. Same spelling, but different pronunciation. In its base form, read. If you've done it, I have read the book already. Ring, rang. Run, ran. Okay, you've got a big list here of irregular verbs. And our last part here. Okay, take 1 minute to go over these, and then we'll pronounce them together. All right. Let's finish up. Say, said. See, saw. Sell, sold. Send, sent. Shut, shut. Sleep, slept. Speak, spoke. Spend, spent. Stand, stood. Take, took. Teach, taught. Tell, told. Throw, threw. Understand, understood. Wake, woke. Wear, wore. Write, wrote. All right. Finish that. Now we're going to start to do some exercise practice here. All right. You're going to fill in the gap with the right form of the verbs in the bracket. You have to decide, is the sentence present or past? So I will give you 5 minutes, and then we will check the answers together. All right, let's go over some answers here for our first page. All right, Daisy blank some chocolates to the birthday party. Daisy brought. I blank a new song on the radio. I heard. Peter blank 3 books last week. Read. The Smiths blank Italian to the waitress. Spoke. Peter blank during the class. Understood. My mother blank to buy some milk. Forgot. Susan blank a baby in August. Had. We blank our keys last Friday. Lost. They blank 500 meters yesterday afternoon. Swam. I blank my mother a CD for her birthday. Gave. All right, give you just 1 minute to make sure you've got all the correct answers written down, and then we'll move on to the next practice. All right, on to the next one. All right, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to fill in the gaps with the right form of the verb. 5 minutes again. Okay, let's go over our answers. At the age of 23, she blank a teacher. Became. I blank the answer yesterday. Knew. Peter blank me that he lived in New York. Told. We blank John 200 euros. Lent. She blank too much coffee yesterday. Drank. The children blank in the car. Slept. He blank his promise. Kept. We blank the steak for dinner. Chose. The film blank late. Began. They blank to Madrid. Flew. We blank to Edinburgh. Drove. Mrs. Black blank English at the university. Taught. They blank me an email earlier. Sent. Wait for this to move. We blank at 7 a.m. Left. All right. Next up, we're going to do our quiz to test our knowledge for the grammar. All right. Give you 5 minutes. Go through the quiz here, and then we will check our answers together. All right, let's check our answers and see how well we know this unit's grammar. I blank hard last night. Studied. Okay, what do we do here? Don't forget the rule. Y to I, add ed. She blank to class yesterday because she was sick. All right, didn't go. I blank a good score on my final exam in Orange. Got. Okay, irregular. What did they eat? They ate hamburgers. Did she watch the movie? No, she didn't. Okay, if we look at it, all the rest of the answers, yes, she watched. No. Yes, she does. Yes, she did watch. No. What would be the correct answer for the yes question? Did she watch the movie? You would say, yes, she did. I started at KFU blank September 12th. All right, exact date, we're going to use on. All right, make sure you go back and check on the rules and stuff in your grammar for this unit, but this concludes Shabaka's Book 4, Unit 6 grammar lesson.